Busy week ahead for big tech. Alphabet is set to report after the bell today. Joining us now, Paul Meeks, Harvest Portfolio Management Chief Investment Officer. You're really not that excited about Google, but I guess for fresh money, although you own it.
Yeah, if you're a self-respecting tech investor, you probably have to own it. And there's one thing about the Alphabet story I like very much, which is Waymo. I think at the end of the day, Waymo will lead autonomous driving, not Tesla, even though there'll be plenty of room for both. So the way I look at Alphabet and AMD, the two marquee tech companies reporting this evening, is I think they'll be fine. I don't see a lot of risk of a miss. But as it pertains to Alphabet, besides my real love for Waymo, there's some creepy things going on, right? You have a regulatory onslaught, which I actually think will come to fruition and maybe break up at least parts of that company. And then probably the bigger threat longer term is native AI search. Joe, you just talked about what Meta is doing to get into the space. And if Alphabet is disintermediated at all, given the fact that they essentially now own the whole enchilada, that could be damaging. So the way I look at it is I want to see what they say tonight. I don't expect any miss. I think guidance is going to be solid. Digital advertising as their driver should be all right. But how do they address these two threats? And I would rather wait on investing until at least after the news clears.
It's a lot of names that we can talk about, Paul, but it's kind of interesting that your love or your preference for Waymo has you ready to short Tesla.
Yeah, here's what I plan to do.
But I like that you say once its upward momentum has ended. Will you let us know when that and how will you know when that happens? But you say it's not going to happen until after the election, and you think it could get a bounce if the former president were to win.
Yes, this is how I play it. I'm not sold on the fundamentals. I followed very closely the We Robot event they had a couple of weeks ago in Hollywood. And then even their report, if you believe in Tesla, you've got to believe that they are going to say everything that they've talked about since 2016 about autonomous driving. And I don't know if I necessarily believe that, or even if it does happen, those goodies are going to be much further out in the future than people think. But we have a connection between Trump and Musk. And so if you believe that Trump's going to win the election, I think we'll have some good feelings about Tesla and Musk, because remember, this is a company that's a culture of essentially its leader. That stock will pop. And when it pops, Joe, because I've made the fundamental call already, I'm going to be looking for a top in the stock price, and I'm going to look for trading volume to dry up, which indicates to me that the buying has been exhausted. And then I'll gladly short it. So it doesn't go anymore in kind of the realm of fundamental analysis. I'm now just looking technical analysis at the stock price chart, and it'll tell me when.
Have you shorted Tesla ever?
Oh, yeah, I've shorted Tesla, but I will also tell you, even though I'm not a believer, at some points I've gone long. I think it's actually.
Did you make money when you shorted it?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay. AMD, you have some interesting comments. Their legacy CPU business is not great. And I don't know, if you were going to play AI, you just don't even, it's like, why bother? Why try to figure out whether AMD is going to make inroads? Just go ahead and buy NVIDIA.
Yeah, I mean, I expect AMD to be a strong number 2 player. All the customers want to have a strong second source. They don't want to be beholden just to NVIDIA. But the way I look at it, NVIDIA is a pure play in AI infrastructure, where AMD, and it's a very good company, it's very well run under Dr. Lisa Su, is a blend. And the blend of the CPU business ain't great. And so I would prefer, even at this valuation, NVIDIA to AMD.
All right. And I was looking at your buy list. That might... people might like to know that. Let me just see which ones. Which ones are your favorites? Do you think? I think you like Netflix, you like Meta, Micron, NVIDIA, What the hell
out
is
of that
Taiwan
list,
Semi, Avago. Yeah.
Out of that list, I'd be happy to share it with anybody. Total transparency. Probably NVIDIA and Taiwan Semiconductor within semis. I'm actually very interested in picking up some ASML under $700 a share. I think that one is overdone on the downside. But I also, Joe, hope to confirm a lot of my theses on several of these stocks, particularly the marquee tech names, as we roll through earnings this week and into next week.
And Mercado Libre, is that? I know Nacho Libre.
Mercado Libre. Think of it, Joe, as the Amazon of South America.